Hi Ross, Lifetime Natural Bodybuilder, hope you're all doing well. In this video I'm going to be explaining what it's like to compete in a bodybuilding show, more specifically a natural bodybuilding contest. So hopefully this video will be useful for people that may be thinking about competing but not really sure what to expect. So I'm going to lay out the order of events in chronological order, what to expect on the day of a competition. So a little bit of background info on me really quickly. I've done 3 shows. I'd say I've been in shape for 2 of them. Decent shape. The footage you're going to see on this video is my first competition, which I think I look the best for a number of reasons. Instinctively kind of following a more optimal diet approach, high carbohydrate intake, no injuries. I would have liked to have competed more, but in 2017 had to pull out from my contest prep because of health issues. Just had a really bad year in general. Would have been competing again this year had it not been for the lockdowns last year. I really only want to compete if I can show a drastic step up in physique quality. So I'm confident next year that I'll be able to do that. So definitely going to be competing next year, more likely in the MPA South or Midlands, something like that. Okay, so enough of that, we'll get straight into the video now. Just before I start, quickly, if you enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, check out my website as well for online coaching exclusively for natural lifters. So it's important to note that every federation will be slightly different in terms of their protocol, but I think by and large it's mostly going to be the same on that day of the show. So first things first, it's the check-in and the weigh-in. They'll put you on the scales, and dependent upon your body weight they'll choose a category for you. I'm not sure what the cut-offs would be. Again, probably a little bit different for each federation. Typically it's light, middle and heavy weights, and then they have a novice category for those of you that are first timers, and again that will be split up into light, middle and heavy weights, so there'll be a class for everyone. And from what I've noticed, they generally like to get everyone in that same class out on the stage together. Within the first minute they'll kind of make up their minds as to who's going to be in that first call out. They'll do maybe a few symmetry rounds, front, back and side relaxed, and from that they'll pull out a few competitors into the first call out, and generally it's going to be kind of the first 4 to 6, the highest places in the show. So I'm going to let some footage roll now, just a few snippets of the show that I did in 2013 to give you an idea of what it was like.
Face the front. Yep, as I thought, and then grab the Number 5, can you come forward beside him?
Nice one, good, good.
10, can you go beside number 5?
Yes.
10 beside number 5. Close up just a little bit, gentlemen.
This is yours, Mike, this is yours.
Quarter turn to your right.
Good.
Number 2, number 5, step back in line. Others, can you close up? Number 3, can you come beside number 26? Thank you. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again. Quarter turn to your right. Quarter turn to your right. Face the front. Number 10 and number 6, step back in line. 6, step back in line.
So after a few more minutes of that, where they might juggle a few people around, pull people out onto the front lineup, maybe put 1 or 2 people back to the back of the stage that might be placing a little bit further ahead of some of the other competitors, like definite top 2, as in this case. And then it's up to the rest to kind of try and overtake them and make some improvements. But I think by and large the first kind of 5 or 6 are really determined from that first call out. So once that's done, they really come to a decision as to those top 4 to 6, and they call them out and you do your mandatory poses. So you go through your front double bicep, your front lat spread, your side chest, side tricep, rear double bicep, rear lat spread, abs and thigh, and most muscular. So I'm going to let some footage run now to show you. Bearing in mind this is a few years ago, some of the poses are not performed as optimally as they could be, which no doubt hurts my performance for this show.
Okay, this is the last call out. Front double bicep.
Come on. Good. Move. That's it, mate. Move. Come on. Good. Very nice, Michael.
Flat spread. Side chest, any side.
Good. Tight, Michael. Good, mate.
Tricep. Face the back of the stage, rear double bisection, calf and hamstring.
Good, Mike. Fire up them
Lat spread.
Good, Mike. Good.
Face the front. Abdominals and thighs, abs and thighs.
Go, Mike. Good. This is yours, buddy.
Most muscular. Okay, the guys at the back would like to join the front line.
So the main posing round, the mandatories, might go on for a few minutes. It can be quite difficult, extremely exhilarating. Generally, they're going to spend the most time on the first call out, the top 4 to 6. But you might see some people kind of being shuffled around in the lineup and stuff. Once that's done, dependent upon the federation, you might go straight into your individual posing routines, or you might have like an intermission, a break for a couple of hours, and then come back and do your posing round, and then the finals. It really depends on the federation. But for this show, there was a break for a couple of hours, went away and had some burgers and chips and stuff, and came back looking a lot better, a lot more vascular, a lot fuller, and I think really looked quite good for my posing round. So I'm going to show you the posing round now. Apologies for the poor lighting on this one. Going to pause the routine now because I just wanted to show you this. I'll put this up here just to remind me what discipline can achieve. Every day it's a reminder to me to continue to work hard and pursue my dreams. So the individual posing routine itself is quite exhilarating. It's very energising. It's nice to know there are people that are admiring the product of thousands of hours of hard work, your physique. I wouldn't really get nervous about it or feel worried about doing that, because you can't see anyone. You just kind of see the glare of the lights. So for me, it was a very memorable experience. Now, after the individual posing routines, generally everyone gets together on stage and you just do like a pose down, still play some music, and you just do like a free round of poses. This is really just a waste time, to be honest, so that they can add up the points and come to the decision of who's placing where.
And if the DJ is ready, we'll have a pose down. Guys, if you could return to the blue line, please. Guys, if you could return to the blue line at the back of the stage. 4. And we are bringing top 2 to the British finals.
For me, in this show, I placed third. I was very happy with how I looked. Really happy and really proud of the way I presented my physique. Definitely needed to make improvements in terms of the posing on some of the shots. But overall, happy with how I looked on my first show. So my advice to anyone that really wants to compete or do a show of some sort, just go for it. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. And it will really, really help kind of propel your physique, because it will motivate you to be able to take your training more seriously and give you a reason to push that intensity up in the gym. So I would strongly recommend it. And as I said, it's nothing to lose, absolutely nothing. So I hope you enjoyed the video and found it somewhat informative. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more true natural bodybuilding videos. And don't forget to check out my website as well. The link's in the description box below. I offer online coaching exclusively for natural lifters. So thank you once again. Stay strong.